One top secret to a healthy and growing hair is a healthy scalp. And the first step to a healthy scalp is a clean scalp. Let me show you how to make your own DIY hair shampoo that not just cleanses your hair and scalp, but also help you fight against scalp problems like dandruff, flakiness, and itchiness. Now, the first and main ingredient for this recipe is the raw African black soap. This black soap has great cleansing properties, which exfoliates and deep cleanses your scalp. It helps to remove dirt, excess oil, and product buildup from the scalp and the hair. It is also great for oily scalp and people who tend to use a lot of hair products. Now, it is also naturally loaded with antibacterial and antifungal properties, which can help tackle scalp inflammations like dandruff, itch scalp, flakiness. It creates a healthy scalp environment for hair growth. Now, I cut out bits of my black soap and proceeded to cut it into tiny chunks just so it can dissolve faster. My next ingredient for this recipe is my cloves. Cloves are one of the many Ayurvedic herbs and spices used in hair care for its role in hair growth. It contains eugenol, vitamin K, which stimulates hair growth and strength. They also contain antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties and also antifungal properties, which fight against dandruff. They also prevent hair loss, breakage, and adds a healthy shine to the hair. Now I use about 1.5 tablespoon of my cloves. The next ingredient you are going to be looking at is my rosemary. Rosemary is also a top Ayurvedic ingredient when it comes to hair growth. Rosemary is loaded with vitamin B6, iron, calcium, which promotes blood circulation in the scalp, stimulates hair follicles, and promotes healthy hair growth and strength, and also thickness. I used about a tablespoon of my rosemary. The next ingredient for this recipe is my hibiscus. Hibiscus is also a part of the Ayurvedic family. It nourishes and promotes hair growth. It reduces hair loss. It reduces hair thinning and excessive shedding and also breakage. It also increases volume and strengthens hair follicles while restoring elasticity. Now I went ahead to rinse my hibiscus because of sand and dirt. You do not want that in your shampoo. The next thing I did was to transfer everything into a blender and gave it a very rough blend. Now at this point, if you do not own a blender, if you do not have a blender, you can do without it. Just go ahead and use your ingredient like that. After blending, this is what I have. The next thing to do now is just to transfer my ingredient into my black soap. Yeah, just transfer everything into your black soap. And then the next thing I'm going to do now is to pour hot water over everything. Now, this hot water is going to help the black soap to dissolve. It's also going to help the ingredients to dissolve and to marry into each other. I have no particular measurements for the amount of water I added. I just eyeballed it till it gets to the proportion of my ingredients. You don't want it to be too runny. Okay. So once I was done pouring my hot water, I gave it a good mix and then I covered it and let it stay for like 1 hour. This is going to help everything to dissolve and also get the ingredients to also infuse and to marry into each other. Once my 1 hour has elapsed, you can see that all my black soap has fully dissolved. Now the next thing to do now is to extract, to take away the chaff, and I'm going to be doing this using my cheesecloth. You can go ahead and use whatever it is you use to sieve. It could be your sieve, it could be a wig cap, it could be, a stocking, just anything with tiny holes that is not going to allow for easy passage of the chaff, especially if you blended. Now, just to note, you can also make use of processed black soaps like Dudu or Shun. Some people make use of that. I just naturally prefer to use my raw African black soap. So if you cannot find the African black soap, you can go ahead and use the processed one. If you cannot find the unprocessed one, you can go ahead and use the processed one. Now, this is the chaff we got out. Go ahead and discard them now because you have no need for it. Now, this is our shampoo. Now, naturally, black soap can be really drying and also very harsh to the skin and to the hair. Now, to make this mild, to reduce this harshness, we're going to be supplementing it with other things. And the first thing would be rose water. A lot of people do not know you can also use rose water for your hair. Now, rose water hydrates and moisturizes both the scalp and the hair, reducing dryness, frizz, and brittleness. It also balances the scalp pH. The next thing we're going to be adding is glycerin. Glycerin is a natural humectant which attracts and retains moisture in the hair, keeping the hair deeply hydrated, reducing dryness, brittleness, frizz, breakage, and also improving elasticity. The next thing I added was my coconut oil. Coconut oil deeply moisturizes the hair, prevents protein loss in hair, it nourishes dry and damaged hair, and also helps to restore softness and elasticity. I also added my olive oil. Olive oil is rich in vitamin A and E. It helps to strengthen hair strands, to improve elasticity, reduce breakage, and also softens and deeply moisturizes the hair. Now, I also went ahead to add my peppermint oil. Peppermint oil improves blood circulation in the scalp, stimulating hair follicles to grow longer and thicker hair. It also helps to fight against dandruff, hair lice, and can also act as a preservative to a little extent. The next thing I added was my tea tree oil. Tea tree oil fights against dandruff, lice, itchiness, flakiness. It also reduces hair fall, cleanses the scalp of dead skin cells. After I was done adding all my ingredients, the next thing I did was just to give it a good mix. Now, you must not add everything that I've added. You must not use all the oils that I used. If you do not have them available, you can just use the ones you have available. After everything, the next thing to do is just to transfer to your applicator bottle and your shampoo is ready for use. I'm going to have all the ingredients and their quantities listed in the description box. So if you do not get them from the video, do not worry, just check the description box. It's also going to be in the comments. Now, I was able to get like two full bottles of this, which is a lot. Now, if you intend storing for a longer period of time, if you have too much and you intend storing for a longer period of time, please go ahead and add a proper preservative. This is going to help prolong the shelf life. Now, over to the application, there is no major deal on how to apply. You know how you normally apply your shampoo. So I already prepared my hair and have my hair in this twist. I love to wash my hair in twists, and I'll also advise you start washing your hair in twists, especially if your hair has grown long enough. Please start washing your hair in twists. It makes everything easier and better. It reduces tangles, it reduces breakage, it reduces shedding. So I'll always advise you wash your hair in twists. And once I was done applying my shampoo, I go over it to the scalp massager. This is going to help cleanse my scalp. I always recommend a scalp massager. It's going to help cleanse your scalp of dirt and build up. It's also going to massage your scalp, which is going to promote blood circulation in your scalp and in turn improving hair growth, stimulating your hair follicles and improving hair growth and strength. Okay, to massage your scalp, if you do not have a scalp massager, please use your fingers for this. It is not mandatory. Okay, so once I was done applying my shampoo, I rinsed it off. Now you can go ahead and double cleanse. It depends on how much buildup or how much dirt you have in your hair. Okay, so once I was done with everything, my hair felt alive. My hair felt squeaky clean, but not like scraped. It felt clean, it felt alive, but I didn't feel like my hair was stripped off its natural oils. My hair still felt moisturized to a certain extent. But this does not mean I did not moisturize my hair afterwards. Please endeavor to moisturize your hair after this. Do not skip moisturizing. It is very important. Follow up with your moisturizing routine and you are good to go. This is the end of this video. I hope you guys found this video really helpful. Please do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down there in the comment section. Share to people you think might need this video. Subscribe to me if you've not yet subscribed already. And yeah, thank you so much guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.